Topic 14, Lesson 1, Area of Circles. Now, this is actually probably a legitimate new topic to most of you. Up to this point, you really haven't worked with circles, so we're going to talk about a few things before we get going. So first things first, what is a circle? So a circle is, so what is a circle? A circle is a round-shaped figure that has no corners, or edges. Do your best to fit it on that line. So a circle is a round-shaped figure that has no corners or edges. I mean, we most know what a circle is. Now, the center point, pretty straight up in the definition here, is the center of the circle, right? The center point is, the way we say it, is the point equidistant, and all equidistant means is that it is an equal distant. That's where the term equidistant is, an equal distant from all points, if I can spell points here, so I'm a math teacher, right? From all points on a circle. All right, so the center point is the point equidistant from all points on a circle. So when you think about the shape of the circle, it's the very, very center. All right, the radius. Okay, the radius of a circle is a straight line. From the center point to a point on the circle. Okay, a straight line from the center point to a point on the circle. Okay, and then finally, a diameter is a straight line. I know these might be a little tough to fit on the lines here. Just do your best. Okay, is a straight line passing from side to side. Through the center point. Oh, whoa, sorry about that. From side to side through this. What just happened? Oh, I just refreshed. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so let's start this one again here. What is the diameter of a circle? It is a straight line passing from side to side through the center point of the circle. Okay, and we're going to go through examples that have all those terms in it, so you will see those again. All right, so to find the area of a circle, remember your area is the inside of it, okay? We have to use pi. I'm sure you've heard of pi. Some of you may know what pi is, but if not, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it. Okay, so pi is the ratio of the circumference of any circle to the diameter. So it's just the circumference to the diameter, okay? Circumference is a word that you will learn soon. Don't stress about it right now. Okay, as a decimal, pi is approximately 3.141592653. And if you know about pi, it goes on forever and ever and never repeats itself. It's called a non-terminating decimal. Okay, so what we do for our work is that we round it. We use 3.14. This number is your best friend for this topic. Okay, you'll learn to know it, you'll learn to love it, and it's gonna be great. Okay, so what we need to know here is that pi, this is the shape we use for pi. Okay, this is the symbol. Okay, and pi is just spelled pi, not PIE. That's kind of eat. Okay, and it is approximately, so when you see this little squiggly equal line here, it is approximately 3.14. And the reason we say approximately is because we had to round it. It's not exactly 3.14. It is approximately. We round it. Okay, so we all know, we've seen area before. We've seen it with rectangles, triangles, trapezoids, parallelogram, all kinds of stuff. We need our area of a circle formula. Well, to do that, the area of a circle equals pi times the radius squared. You will see it most often written as just pi r squared, but we're going to break it down here and talk about what does this really mean. Okay, we got to know what our things are. So pi is going to be our 3.14. Okay, we're multiplying it by the radius squared. Well, radius squared. What does radius squared actually mean? But radius times radius. Okay, so whatever the radius is, we're going to take it times itself. Okay, so we're going to take that. R squared is going to be 3.14 times the radius times the radius. Okay, that is our formula. This is your best friend for this assignment because we're finding the area of circles. So I'm going to take 3.14 times whatever the radius is. Okay, now let's look at our first example here. Find the area of the following circles. Make sure the area is labeled correctly, and we'll talk about that. Okay, we said in our definition up top that the radius is a straight line from the center point to a point on the circle. Okay, so that is our radius here. That is 7 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in. My area formula is pi times radius, that r squared. Okay, well, here we know pi is 3.14. We know the radius is 7, and we know the radius is 7. And from here, I'm not asking you to show your work. You don't need to break down the steps. Right here, type 3.14 times 7 into your calculator, and then that will be our area. So 3.14 times 7, I got 153.86. Now, it says make sure the area is labeled correctly. So, our label is centimeter. Okay, we are working with centimeters here. Now, area, our label is always squared. So your final answer would be 153.86 centimeters squared. When you do the practice and you have to type into the Google form, you will type in 153.86, a space, and then cm, caret, and then the 2. Okay, this is how you will type. Okay, this is the typed answer. You have to include the label. The label is a part of it. If you do not put the label, it will count you incorrect. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, so that's the first example. Now, the second example takes maybe a little bit more work. Not a lot more work, but a little bit more work. It doesn't give us a radius. We talked a radius is the distance from the center to the outside. Okay, to the side of that circle. Well, if the total distance across is 8, and this is a radius, well, I know that this side is a radius. Okay, so we didn't talk about it up top, but a diameter equals radius plus radius, or radius times 2. Okay, well, what number plus itself is 8? Well, I take 8 divided by 2. Take that diameter, divide it by 2, equals the radius. Well, what's 8 divided by 2? But 4. So we know the radius is 4. And now we've solved for our radius. Now we can just go plug it right into our formula. A equals pi times the radius times the radius. That's 3.14 times the radius we said was 4 times the radius again. Again, break out the calculator. 3.14 times 4 times 4. And I get 50.24. Label, I see that we're working with centimeters again. It's area, so that's centimeters squared. Remember, typing it, you'd get 50.24 space centimeters caret 2. Okay, just make sure you know what the format is. All right, and then the last example here is a word problem. Okay, it says a lawn sprinkler sprays water 5 feet in every direction as it rotates. So I picture my sprinkler. Okay, it sprays water 5 feet. Okay, that's how far it sprays. Now it's going to rotate. A sprinkler sprays as it turns. Okay, well, it's going to turn all the way around here. I'm going to do my best to draw a circle. Not horrible, but not beautiful. Okay, so imagine this is a perfect circle here, okay? It's spraying 5 feet every direction it goes. So from here, from the center to here is 5 feet. To here is 5 feet. No matter where it's going, it's 5 feet because it's a perfect circle, as you can see in my beautiful drawing. Okay, every direction it goes is 5 feet. Okay, so I know I have to be able to envision here a sprinkler going off 5 feet in every direction. Well, that just fits right into my formula. Area equals pi times the radius times the radius. The space getting wet is the space inside. Okay, so I want to know if it sprays 5 feet in every direction, what is the area of the sprinkled lawn? What part gets wet? Well, my radius is 5, so I can take 3.14 times 5 times 5. Plug that in the calculator. 3.14 times 5 times 5. I get 78.5. This time my label is feet. And I'm still squared because it's area. And again, if I'm typing this in, it'd be 78.5 space FT for feet, our little caret, and then 2. All right, so give the practice a try. If really just use your formula. Make sure you understand what the radius is, and then plug in your numbers. Good luck.